343 just opened up several new job positions for the next big Halo game. This is very exciting, as Sketch said on Twitter himself, come build the future of Halo. So we have a senior surfacing materials artist, we have a cinematic director, a senior product manager, a senior concept artist. All of these 4 job positions just opened up in the past few days, some of them even just now. And we also have lead game designer, lead gameplay designer, which we'll recap at the end, but we did talk about that I think last month. But let's look at the highlights I made for this, right? There's some hints that Halo 7, or this next new Halo game, is going to be a live service title. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be free to play, but live service just means like constant updates after release, a roadmap of sorts, things like that. Back in December, they did say that they are moving forward from Halo Infinite. The winds are blowing. Obviously, they are going full steam ahead on something else that we have not seen or heard about yet. Like, we don't know exactly what they're doing behind the scenes, but it's pretty clear from these job listings that we have some hints as to what they're going to be doing here. So let's start with the senior surfacing materials artist. By the way, guys, if you enjoy the news, be sure to smash that like button blue. So it opens up with this, and this is great, right? We are looking for new Spartans to join our team to build the next generation of games and experiences, right? Just kind of setting their narrative here. Pretty clearly, they are working for people that love Halo, that want to make it even better, right? And to build upon the legacy. Okay, that's what these little first paragraphs are all about. This role will specialize in creating exceptional quality PBR shaders, materials, and texture maps, including new characters, weapons, vehicles, props, and environments. So yeah, that's really good. That's exciting to look at. Obviously not too much juicy info on this job listing, but they said ensuring that surfacing quality and consistency is maintained across all gameplay content. Again, for some reason, there isn't any mention of Unreal Engine on this job posting, maybe because it's not necessarily needed for this job, but cinematic director, man, if there was one job I would love to apply for, it would be this one, right? You say, are you interested in both celebrating and evolving Halo's legacy to create a new generation of stories that millions of players love? Well, 343 Industries is looking for an experienced cinematic director to lead strategies and helping shape our story vision and bring it to life within our products. This is an opportunity to participate in several storytelling avenues within the Halo franchise. I mean, it's nice to see, even kind of indirectly on a job position, that they still have stuff planned for Halo. Like, some people think that Halo is just completely done for, but very obviously they're still working on stuff. They got things planned, right? From contributing in writer's room to performance capture and camera direction. Your role will include determining team needs for cinematic artists to support both in-game and pre-rendered cinematics, as well as creating a center of an excellence for both visual animation and storytelling excellence. So this kind of makes me think, are we going to see both in-game and pre-rendered cinematics in the next Halo game? We definitely got that in Halo Infinite. Like, I think the intro was pre-rendered, but everything else wasn't. So we're probably going to see a little bit of a mix for things, in Halo 7. Outline and implement the direct visual storytelling strategies for maximum impact, including implementation of Halo cinematic experiences, right? So understand the strengths and weaknesses of the game engine, right? Which makes me think that they're not very specific about this. They do mention Unreal, right? That is actually under the required and minimum qualifications, where they mention you gotta have some modern game engine experience, right? Unreal, Unity. I love how they keep mentioning Unreal on all these posts. I know it's the most popular one, but it's very likely that 343 is moving on to Unreal Engine for their next Halo game. Build scenes to prototype and demonstrate work to other team members. Use a variety of art and animation asset types, such as environments, characters, props, storyboards, in collaboration with game design or cinematic departments to serve gameplay and emotional tone of the game. So these are all really great things to read. Makes me excited about what we're going to see for the cinematics in the next game. I think they were actually pretty top tier. I love the God of War one shot for the cinematics they did in Halo Infinite. I thought that was really cool. And they say establish and maintain a regular review cadence in alignment with both art and franchise creative direction. So, as a summary for the cinematic director, God, I would really love to apply for this one, but this is something that I think is looking really good. I'm excited to see all these roles filled, which, by the way, before I forget, it looks like actually a lot of these job listings that we saw back last year in December have been filled, which is really good to see that 343 is starting to get their team. And I don't think any of these positions are actually contractor positions. These are very clearly employee positions, right? So that's good to see that the game is going to get the love, the team, and that kind of building the experience of working on a Halo game, getting better and better as each month goes, instead of firing people and having a revolving door like they used to, which I think caused the disaster of Halo Infinite, right? There's pretty much evidence for that, right? So here we have the Senior Product Manager to guide existing and future live service titles in the creation and refinement of live content and progression systems. So by that wording, it's not exactly clear cut as to what they're referencing. It could be both, like both Halo Infinite and Halo 7 are both going to be live service titles. It could be possible that 343 is just working on something completely different, right? It doesn't mean that they're necessarily working on Halo 7. It could be a side Halo game, which honestly I think they should do instead of messing with the mainline Halo games. Just saying. Anyways, they say a key area of success for this role is to comprehend what motivates and drives players, and use this knowledge to enhance live content and progression systems. So, yeah, I mean, with this wording always kind of makes me a little bit sketched out. Like when they hire psychologists so they can like figure out ways to manipulate players on the store and figure out how to motivate them. That is a real thing they do, and they did that for Halo before in the past. So yeah, anyways, define the strategy and performance goals for player progression, as well as live content products for 343 Industries titles, and guide the player experience vision for progression and live content systems. So a little bit of talk about progression systems maybe there, live content systems. I think that, the product management or product manager doesn't necessarily mean like products. It seems like there's a lot of talk here about like the store probably, but also like the live content, the progression systems, how to keep that sense of dopamine in the player mind while they're playing the game, right? I think that's what really this position is about. No mention about Unreal Engine here. The rest of the responsibilities is just kind of business talk here. So we'll move on to Senior Concept Artist. I gotta be honest real quick, it's kind of interesting how they don't actually have a lot of these positions filled, that they're actually hiring these major positions. And, like the Senior Concept Artist, Senior Product Manager, Senior Surfacing and Materials, it seems like these essential leader positions are all needed, which is just kind of goes to say that 343 is not in a good position. I think they're getting in a better position, but these roles definitely need to be filled for the studio to be at 100%, I think. So the Senior Concept Artist, their duty is establishing the overall vision of the Halo universe, a thorough understanding of and enthusiasm for science fiction aesthetics, and practical aspects of content creation to assist the team to bringing that vision to life. So obviously the Senior Concept Artist is going to kind of make these pieces of art and kind of help organize that and try to figure out on a way to make that happen. We saw a lot of fascinating concept art for Halo Infinite that was never in the final game. Honestly, there is more than enough material there, I think, to build the world at least to make it look amazing, right? Have y'all seen all this? This looks amazing here. Anyways, they say our concept artists have a deep appreciation for the Halo legacy and perhaps most importantly a keen interest in helping our universe grow. Create illustrations of scenes, environments, props, characters, vehicles, and weapons. As the multiplayer lead level designer at 343, you'll own and drive the project's multiplayer levels through all phases of development from concept. There is a lot of wording here talking about new storytelling, new stories, new cutscenes, new cinematics, and new adventures and gameplay and levels, and it all gets me excited to think about the next Halo game. So you guys let me know what you think, and I'll catch you soon.